Alright, what's going on, guys? Today we've got some pretty exciting things to discuss pertaining to Armored Core and potentially Elden Ring as we slowly and surely get back into the season of gaming announcements for the upcoming year of 2023. Because it's really no secret that we've been in a bit of a drought for news ever since Elden Ring DLC was announced to be in development, but it finally looks like things are about to change. Today we've got a new leak that has some pretty exciting stuff in it that also might insinuate some very good news for Elden Ring fans, because if this is true, and I do think it is, then we've got a lot to look forward to in the coming months. So as we dive into all this today, let me tell you about two things. Number one, if you want to stay up to date on all things Elden Ring, Armored Core, and FromSoftware, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss any of the news. And number two, I recently published a sci-fi thriller novel that I think a lot of you guys would really enjoy. So if you want to support the work done here on the channel and get yourself a good book in the process, then I will have a link to check that out down in the description below. But with all that, let's go ahead and dive into the news. Just a few days ago, it was posted over on Reset Era that a reliable Chinese leaker shared a strange image over on a 9VG forum. Here we can see two mechs in front of the standard Armored Core 6 background with the numbers 428. Now I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't look like the best Photoshop job I've ever seen, and the image overall is fairly low resolution, but as this leak has been dug into, they've discovered that the person in question who posted the image is very credible, with the original Reset Era post saying that just in the past few weeks he got the God of War New Game Plus announcement and Hayaragami 123 pack announcement correct. And also numerous times throughout this thread, others say that the leaker has been correct a lot. Now personally, I was unable to access the site where this was originally posted, so unfortunately I couldn't do my own investigation, but as I stated, numerous other people are claiming that the leaker is very credible. So what are we looking at here? I'm unable to read the text that's in the image, but we can obviously see the words coming soon in the bottom right hand corner, and the numbers 428 are a date, which clearly means April 28th, or this coming Friday. So the leaker is telling us that some major Armored Core 6 announcement is coming this Friday, which sounds very correct to me. We've been waiting for some Armored Core news for a while now, and as we discussed in the last Armored Core video, it does seem like the marketing cycle is poised to begin very soon. As we stated, shops are now posting pages for Armored Core 6, pre-orders are beginning in a lot of stores as well, and a lot of leaks are starting to pop up all over the place. So if they are correct and Armored Core is receiving a 2023 release, then the marketing has got to get moving. So let's break down exactly what this announcement could be. Just off the top of my head and my own speculation, I see three major options. Firstly, and most likely I think, is a gameplay trailer, because we got the original trailer for Armored Core 6 almost 5 months ago, but we still have no idea what the game is actually going to play like. Now as for the second option, which I also think is a possibility, we could get more details about the story and perhaps see a narrative overview trailer. We've gotten a little bit of details from official sites about what the story is going to be, but they've been very broad descriptions and don't really tell us a whole lot of specifics. Now as for the third option, which I would be very curious about and do hope happens, is a sort of long play commentary like we got for Elden Ring a while back. One that shows a lot of gameplay footage, but also has a narrator telling us details about the game. And some of y'all might remember what they did for Elden Ring like that. It was incredibly informative. But I think to properly get a clear picture of what we're going to see this coming Friday, we need to take a look at the last interview with Armored Core 6's producer.
昨年度ですと世界中で大ヒットしましたゲームオブザイヤーにも選ばれましたエルデンリング、はい、あちらに続いての新作発表ということでかなり注目してやってみたいという方も多くいらっしゃると思うんですよね。そんな初心者の方に向けてのやりやすい工夫っていうのもあるんでしょうか？
そうですね、詳しくはまた今後お伝えしようかなと思ってはいるんですけれども、一つお伝えするとするならば、先ほどからお伝えしている通り、そのアーマードコアって、パーツを組み替えて遊ぶっていうそのアセンブルっていうところが、一番その奥深くもあり楽しいところなんですけども、逆に言うとかなり細かい部分がいっぱいあるので、そこら辺でなかなかそのコツがつかみにくいっていう方がやっぱ結構過去作でもいらっしゃったと思ってるんですけども、そういったところに工夫を加えることでそのなるべく素直な形でアセンブルに手掛けていただけるような形になるような工夫というものを盛り込もうとしています。
他にも気になることがありまして、本作でのマルチプレイ要素はどうなっていますか？
はい、本作はよりダイナミックなアクションを楽しんでいただけるようにと思ってますので、ストーリーモードはシングルプレイにしてますけれども、オンライン要素としましてオンラインアリーナという形での対戦ものを用意しようかなと思ってます。ただこちらに関してはちょっとまた後日詳しくお伝えできたらなと思ってます。
気になりますね、非常に。はい。
So there we have two very specific topics that they said we were going to get more information about in the coming days. Now it's been about 75 days since then and we haven't heard a single thing about either of those. So for those of you that are just listening to this video, let me go ahead and break that down. The first topic that Ogura said we should expect more information on are ways that Armored Core 6 is going to be more beginner friendly than the past titles. And the specific details that he discussed were things like mech customization being more logical and intuitive, and ways to know what kind of parts you need to equip your mech with for your specific missions. And I expect these things, especially menu navigation involved in this, to be much more modernized this time around. Now the second topic that he discussed and said we were going to get more information about is the online multiplayer functionality in this game. Now he did make it very clear that there's not going to be any co-op this time around, so the story mode will be solo only, but there will be online multiplayer in the form of PvP, which he described as a battle arena. And in addition to that, you'll be able to share your own cosmetic customizations such as emblems across this online feature as well. So whatever this big announcement, be it a trailer or gameplay showcase, is going to be, it will almost definitely touch on those two topics. And that's kind of why I mentioned that showcase for Elden Ring where they had the gameplay and narrator talking, because that would be a fantastic way to hit these topics in a way that's understandable and can be clearly communicated. But that's just my own interpretation of this information, and we don't have 100% guarantee that that's what it's going to be. But now let's shift gears for just a second and talk about Elden Ring, because this Armored Core showcase could mean some very good news for Elden Ring DLC. So when I shared this leak over on Twitter, a lot of you guys immediately started telling me that getting an Armored Core 6 gameplay showcase this soon means that we have a good chance to get an Elden Ring DLC trailer at Summer Games Fest. This year's Summer Games Fest is scheduled for Thursday, June 8th, so a little over a month away, which would be a pretty narrow distance to show two major things about Armored Core 6. Now, while I'm not immediately going to say that if we get an Armored Core 6 trailer on Friday, then that definitely means Elden Ring DLC is going to be at SGF, here's what we gotta keep in mind. It's all about the marketing push. If this Armored Core showcase means the start of a marketing campaign, then they wouldn't need a trailer at Summer Games Fest. And likewise, if we start seeing more Armored Core 6 in the meantime, then Elden Ring DLC wouldn't take any attention away from that. It's not really a competition between the two because more eyes on one means more eyes on FromSoftware in general. So for me personally, I'm giving it about a 50% chance one way or the other, but regardless, we're almost guaranteed to see a FromSoftware trailer at Summer Games Fest. So to wrap this all up, if the leak is correct, and it's appearing that it is, expect an announcement from Bandai Namco in the next few days. I don't think they're going to drop a trailer or a showcase out of the blue, so they'll most likely announce it over on Twitter Monday or Tuesday. But if by some chance the leak is false, then the leaker is going to lose all of their credibility. Either way though, I'm really excited to see what happens this week. We are in desperate need of some more news about this game. And whatever happens, I will be keeping you guys up to date right here on the channel, so make sure you're subscribed so that you don't miss out on anything. But if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to leave a like on it and subscribe if you're new around here, and with all that, I will catch you in the next one.